Friends, today we have a unique episode because in front of you, right in this box, lies a unique device. This is the first integrated amplifier from the Russian company Premiera A1. No one has seen it yet, opened it, looked at it, or tested it. Naturally, from ordinary people, the developers have fully refined and tested it. Or maybe we'll take this Austro-Hungarian infantry saber and cut it open. Our device, so that these Europeans and Americans have at least some chance. No, friends, we are patriots. So we will carefully open it and enjoy the item that was developed in Russia. Let me remind you, pay attention to the box, how the specialists from the Premiere have cleverly designed it. The front of the device, so you don't confuse what's inside. Moreover, it is depicted with meticulous accuracy. This is very pleasing because usually no one does it like this. So what do we see there? Some speakers, at best built-in ones. But to have the amplifier specifically depicted on the box, no, that's rare. It's from such little details that the overall picture is formed. So it's already a good start, friends. Then let's open the tape. I am genuinely anxious because I care about our manufacturer. I understand how difficult it is to overcome this particular gap that was artificially created during the 90s and 2000s. Because imagine that manufacturers, most of them, the whole world was developing, while we, unfortunately, were forced to stand still. But now, at a rapid pace, I believe, using a Stakhanovite method, we are catching up, and perhaps even to some extent, surpassing the West. Let's take a look. Well, friends, notice that the cable is single, without an English plug, Chinese and so on. Naturally, this is for our market. Why should we multiply these wires? I immediately see the remote, I'll show you now. And of course the amplifier. Listen, it's heavy, it weighs over 7 kilograms, and with the box, more than 8. Let's first carefully show the remote. It looks very similar to, I'll say right away, we always speak honestly, it looks like a remote control from Iota. On the other hand, why not take a better layout? Notice it's plastic, 2 batteries, by the way. Interesting, which ones? Golden Power, yes. It's assembled in China, hence the company. I thought maybe they would include one of our batteries. By the way, are batteries produced in Russia at all? Please write in the comments, friends. I think it will be interesting for everyone. Here it is. Listen, it's beautiful, truly beautiful, nice. At first glance, it somewhat reminds me a little of Pioneer. With the handle, I won't keep you waiting, please. Ta-da! A beauty, right? Toroidal transformer on the right. Just the way we like it. Green fiberglass. Capacitors. Alright, all of this will be in the next video. And now we'll just take a look at it. We'll turn it on quickly and evaluate its appearance, friends. What can I say? Wow. The inscription warms my heart. Developed in Russia, JSC MMC company. Contacts with grounding. Friends, well, this is of course just... I'll be honest with you. I don't understand why the manufacturer includes these plugs. Overall, they are not needed on expensive devices. They are also absent. There's no point in them because if you have banana plugs, you have to make an extra move. If you don't have banana plugs, you just unscrew and insert the cable into these terminals. And by the way, judging by the terminals, I don't see the possibility to connect a cable with spade connectors. This is also a downside, friends. However, we do have Bluetooth on board, 2 optical inputs, which are coaxial, and accordingly, Toslink, a phono preamp, friends, AUX, CD, tape, and record. With these outputs, for example, you can record something from your cassette player. And I draw your attention to the subwoofer output. This is, again, a rare feature, especially in entry-level integrated amplifiers, when there is an option to connect a bass machine. Not everyone has devices like REL, which have a high level, or MJ Acoustic, so it's a great feature. Let's insert it. Let's connect it. I want to see how well the lighting is done and how everything switches. For this, we'll take a test cable, which I recommend replacing. In this case, probably with Kimber cable. No, I think it's metal. Friends, a large metal power button in a super budget integrated amplifier. That's really cool. By the way, I want to point out that it also has a USB flash drive input. You can plug in headphones naturally with a large jack. Switching buttons, since it has its own streamer. Phono CD tape accordingly is duplicated. Inputs and tone block, high, low, and balance. You can also adjust it. And note, friends, that these buttons in the middle come with lights. As far as I know, this device is really cool. You can almost completely customize it to your liking. This is, let's say, a feature for the future. Again, it's a secret. That is, you will even be able to adjust gamer. Well, later, with the help of firmware, you will be able to adjust the volume knob and movement in general. There are a lot of different settings. A dedicated portal will be created where you can customize all these aspects to your liking. It's very cool. I haven't seen anything like it, for example. Even in the most advanced tech samples. There's Braced and None. Do they do such things, like locking down their products, kind of like Apple? But the guys from Premiere decided to follow the path of Android, let's say, the path of an open system, the path of Linux, where everything is allowed, well, within reason. And you can customize this device for yourself. Construct, so to speak. Well, let's turn it on. What do we have here? Oh, wow. Such a pleasant white, slightly cool toned color. The display is standard, of course, with a protective film. And here you see what I was talking about, that the button lights up right in the middle. And you can, of course, use the dimmer to change the brightness level. Everything switches well. Listen, and the volume knob, by the way, doesn't move in the usual way. In cheap devices, you just turn it, and usually there are no steps here. Even from here, you should probably hear it. Can you hear it, right? Cool. Well done. Friends, this was the first introductory episode about our Russian integrated amplifier Premiere, Model A1, 51 watts at 8 ohms, damping factor 200. And for this price, I think it's more than cool. Please write any comment on the topic. Stay with us, subscribe to the channel, support the Russian manufacturer, and happiness will come to you, friends.